Listen, super Chad, hashtag super Chad. That's our guy in the middle right there.
So I went wide open, hoping for a little taste of that unknown. Living in a fast car, living in a fast car days.
All right. Welcome back to another edition of Checkers, Wreckers, and What the Heckers. My name is Chad Bearden. I am a country music artist, content creator, NASCAR super fan, joined always by the man, the myth, the legend, Haas Factory Team, at track VIP coordinator, and the best hair in all of NASCAR and pretty much worldwide at this point.
Not worldwide, but I appreciate you.
No,
Thank you.
I hear you big in China. Big in China.
Let the flow go. Let's have it.
He is a big deal. He is a big deal.
Mr. Rick Kojan right there.
Thank you.
The other incredibly good-looking young man on your screen, the fastest man in North Carolina for the fastest team in motorsports and the team with the most money. Ladies and gentlemen, at track IT coordinator for Hendrick Motorsports, Mr. Chris Justice right there.
Hey,
Demon
back,
Deacon. Demon Deacon. What up, Deacon?
Yeah, go Deeks.
All right. I feel like for the third time this year, we're on my home turf. I get to claim Alabama, Charlotte, and Nashville. All those are all my places.
You're kind of nationwide. You're big, you're bad, you're nationwide.
Yeah.
Well, if only we still had the nationwide series. All right, we're going to talk Nashville today, but let's do some three wide. All right, the first thing we're going to talk about is Chris Buescher partially wins his appeal. The 17 team, the appeals board said they violated one, but not all of the rules. So essentially what happened was they said they did violate the rule of the front bumper, but they did not violate the exhaust because NASCAR did not do a good job in saying what that rule was in the rule book. So they gave them back 30 of the 60 points.
They did.
Putting him back.
So that goes back to my point when we was talking about everyone pushes that envelope, right?
Right.
NASCAR had a great area in the rule book. 17 took advantage, and they had to give it back. Right.
So
did 50% of that. Yep.
Yeah. So going into Nashville, that put him 16th in the Cup point standing, right there,
right
on the bubble
line.
Yep.
So thoughts on that one, guys?
I mean, hats off for NASCAR doing the right thing. It was a gray area. There was no rule.
No, NASCAR didn't do it. Appeals board did that.
Appeals. Give it back half of them, half the points for half of the rule breakage, and I think that's stellar.
Ricky?
Simple. There's rules for a reason, there's enforcement for a reason, and there's an appeals board for the reason. The system back checks itself.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
That's it.
All right, let's move on. Next thing.
I'm good with it.
So Dodge Ram will be coming back into the sport next year into the truck series.
Is that official?
Yeah, it is official that they're coming into trucks starting.
Funny that the super fan knows it and you and I who work in the sport, Chris, don't. I mean, I know it's a strong, hot rumor, but really?
No, so they are approved in trucks next year.
I know. It's official, they're coming back.
Yes.
That announcement is out there, you can read it.
Yes, in trucks. And the goal is to be into Cup in 2027. Okay. But the new rumor is that Ram is targeting for their marquee driver, Cletus McFarland, in trucks next year. Thoughts?
I can see that. He's a big personality. He's got a big to-do right now. He's got a big following. Not a bad race car driver, right? So if you put all that together, he's marketable. He can contact the fans and intermingle. You can put him out there for your activations and get that buzz. for a new brand, I can see how that happens.
Rick?
Does he represent the brand better than I do? Absolutely. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of smart people within, what is it, FIA, Fiat, something in international, that owns Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, that owns that conglomerate. Dude, get after it. I'm
Yeah.
just like bigger thing for me. You put whoever you want in the seat. Welcome back.
100%.
Welcome back. I mean, isn't the Ram pickup like 6 or 7 time Motor Trend or Car and Drive, one of them, Motor Trend Truck of the Year? Come on back.
Yeah, for sure.
Have a good product on the street right now.
Yeah, your future buyers are sitting right out there in our grandstands. Come get some.
For sure. And
get some.
just to follow up on your point, Chris, apparently I talked to Brent Stover and Phil Parsons the other day at the Coke 600, and they said that the ARCA viewership just skyrockets when Cletus is in the race. So Daytona, Talladega, Charlotte, the numbers shoot way up anytime he's in the race. Yeah. I mean, like, I think like 5 million followers on YouTube or something.
Crazy.
Like, it's nuts.
We need to get him on.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll jump right on here.
Chris will jump on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris
You work
right
it. Yeah. Put some of that Hendrick money behind it. Get it over here.
We got some contacts. We can find them.
Yeah. All right. The next thing. So, news came out this week that apparently Jim France and the France family were putting together a deal with Colleague Racing where they would fully fund a car to race Sonoma later this year. You'll remember that earlier last year during charter negotiations, they were trying to keep charters for themselves, similar to how Penske is in IndyCar. And apparently they first approached Hendrick about building these cars or building this car for them for Sonoma. Hendrick said, we want nothing to do with this. So then they went to Colleague. Colleague was building this car and the news got out. Apparently they've shut this down for now, but they're still considering moving forward with this. And apparently they wanted to do this because they wanted to show for their court case against 2311 how much it would actually cost to run an open car. Thoughts on that?
Well, I heard rumors of the car being built. I heard rumors of a potential driver. Right, like I said, there was rumors. Right, like we're gonna have 5 cars going to Sonoma, right, or this, that, and the third, or this team's got to. Those deals are way above my pay grade. You know what I mean? I just kind of sit back and, like we're doing right now, read and talk about it. You know what I mean?
But how do you feel about the owner of NASCAR having a team? Conflict of interest or no?
Absolutely, it's conflict of interest. How's he gonna fail tech? Right?
Right.
He can do whatever he wants to the car. Right? Like absolutely conflict of interest. There's zero failure on that car.
Think about what just happened in Team Penske at Indy this past week.
Yeah, exactly.
Where 3 people got fired at Penske.
Yeah. Yeah, Big Tim's gotta rethink the strategy now.
Yep. Rick?
I think the interesting thing that you said there, I mean, I agree with Chris. Is it a conflict of interest? Yes, of course. But I think the interesting thing you said is, are they doing it to race or are they doing it to be a beta test model? Because your point was, they're trying to show 2311 the cost of running an open car. So in a way, they're just data gathering and fact finding. When we get to the point of where Chris said it's a conflict of interest, you're going to try and field that for 36 races. We got a problem. But they're going to run a one-off there, and I don't know. Not a big deal.
Here's the thing: to make it budget friendly, will it be competitive?
Right.
That's where you have to go. It's easy to say, we bolted these parts on. You sent us. We started it up. Nothing leaked. Nothing blew out the back end of the car.
Right.
And we made laps. We was 46 laps down out of a 50-lap race, but we finished.
Right. Yeah. That's a good point.
Fair
point. Is
points.
it beneficial at that point, or is it just a waste of everybody's time?
That's right.
Fair points. All right, news came out today that Echo Park and Atlanta Motor Speedway have agreed to a 7-year partnership deal giving naming rights to Echo Park. So Atlanta Motor Speedway, effective immediately, will now become Echo Park Speedway. Thoughts on this? So the race
Wow.
this fall will
Will be
be
Echo Park.
Echo Park Speedway.
I mean, I don't know what to say about that because used to be was it the Echo Park restart zone? Wasn't that it?
That's yeah, they still have that at every track, the Echo Parks.
So now went from a restart zone to the naming rights of the racetrack.
Yeah, similar to how at Charlotte, Charlotte Motor Speedway used to be Lowe's Motor Speedway.
Right. I mean, business must be good. I don't know. Like,
I mean, kind of
congratulations, I guess.
similar to baseball, football. I mean,
Right. Right.
Hinesfield or
I
Truist
guess the
Park.
big picture is what happens after we leave, right? Does the Echo Park, Atlanta Motor Speedway car show happen now? And then like I don't know what it brings outside of the two races that we have where it really makes a difference,
Well,
you know?
yeah, I mean the Speedway for the next 7 years is named the Echo Park Speedway.
So that's 4 races. I mean, 14 races, right?
I mean, the racetrack is named that for the next 7 years.
All right. Well, I guess they do like Bandolero and stuff, other stuff there. So it's not like the track collects dust when we leave. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it's just not Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's Echo
right,
Park Motor
right.
Speedway.
All right.
Right.
I have a simple takeaway on this. How and where is our boy Chad getting this information and scooping us, Chris?
Listen,
What?
he is
What?
dialed in.
Who is he dialed into? I don't really give a rat's ass what they call the place because it's putting on some great racing since the variable banking and the repave. I don't care what you want to call it. Listen, that's all business. That's all marketing, naming rights. Echo Park must think that like it's worth X. Go enjoy yourself. I can't wait to go to Echo Park Speedway in a couple weeks.
Listen, super Chad, hashtag super Chad. That's our guy in the middle right there.
All right. Well, let's talk some checkers, wreckers, and what the heckers from Nashville Super Speedway.
Here we go.
Hopefully, it'll be the Gibson Super Speedway at Nashville.
Fantastic.
Great guitars, right?
Yeah,
Or the Bearden Super Speedway.
I'm a Gibson guy. You know that. All right. Let's talk some trucks, Chris.
Yeah. All right.
I
So
think we're going to be similar on this one.
my checker. You got to give my checker. You got to give the big checker, the checker flag, all the checkers you can find to the young guy, Rajah Caruth, for not just winning the race, but earning the win. It wasn't based off of rain delays or some crazy pit strategy.
Or
It was
Heim having a DNF and break, and he
Hine having a DMF, and
Yep.
he earned the win.
Good
He
for him.
outraced him. He raced him hard. He kept his cool, right? And made all the right calls at the right time. Hats off. That's my checker.
100%. It was mine too. I mean,
Yeah.
Heim came out looking like he was going to dominate again. Rajah made some great moves, put it out front, and ran off 100%.
Yeah.
All the checkers to
And
Rajah.
I think it's always important for a driver, no matter what his background is and what level he's come up from, get that second win, right?
100%.
You get the tip of the eye, you break through, you get that first win, but like some never win again, some go 5 years. Good for Rajah.
Yeah, good
100%.
for Roger. Absolutely.
All right, for wreckers, mine was restart infraction, the '07 of Kyle Busch. I hate this. Like, stay in line till you pass the start finish. Like, we've
Pretty
had
simple,
so much of that this year. So Kyle Busch jumps out of line before he gets to the start finish line, has to do a pass through penalty, killed his race. Not that he had a very fast truck. He talked about the difference between the Spire trucks and the KBM trucks
And
of
his
old.
old KBM trucks.
Yeah, how it's not the same speed wise, performance wise, but was not a good day for my guy Kyle Busch. But doesn't help when you shoot yourself in the foot jumping out of line. What you
I'm gonna
got there,
go.
Chris?
I'm gonna go with my where we at? What the heckers or what the wreckers? Where we at?
Wreckers.
My
You're
wreckers
wrecking
are
it in
gonna be
trucks.
my wreckers are gonna be Lane Riggs pit crew or pit stop where he doesn't have the wheels straight and wheels on the and foot on the brake. And they struggle getting the right front off because the wheel is turned, which kills his day.
Absolutely. It's a good one. I like it.
Wrecked his day right there.
Yeah. Give me your what the heckers.
My what the heckers is going to be the tires cording in the beginning of the race and practice. The tire situation. That goes to a green track that had a lot of rain.
Yeah.
So the track is green.
A concrete track, which is unique.
Concrete.
Right.
Right.
Which is unique.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. My what the heckers was lap 1. Frankie Muniz truck sprays massive amounts of oil
Jesus.
everywhere, all
Jesus.
over the track.
We're back to this guy.
Yeah, Frankie
Come
cannot
on, man.
catch a
He's
break.
been on this show a lot.
He literally, I mean, he literally said, "I don't know what to do anymore. Why do I keep driving? Like I can catch no breaks."
Best comment of this podcast. If I had that in my brain, I'll keep replaying it. We're back to this guy, Chris Justice. This guy.
We're back to this guy.
Go. I love it.
There we go. What you got? Oh, that was your what the heckers. I forgot where. Let's move to Xfinity. Rick, give me your checkers on Xfinity.
All right, listen. I told y'all before, we had 2 straight stink up the show cup winners. Okay. Now, it's going to be real easy to give the checkers and some redemption, if you will, to Allgaier. So congrats to Allgaier for winning the race. But I'm going full Chad Bearden Homer here. And I'm going to shout out to the Haas factory team with 2 cars. Sheldon Creed, Sam Mayer get points in both stages. And we finished 3rd and 4th. And I know I'm a homer. And I know I'm using this massive platform with 11 viewers and our super fan Jesse. But I'm doing it. And that is my checkers to the Haas factory team for our Xfinity effort. God love both our boys.
You know what? Believe it or not, Ricky, I had the Haas Factory boys as my checkers too.
This is unbelievable. This is why I love you so much. Brother from another
did
mother.
all the right things throughout that race. Put up some good points. Went away with some good points for the day. Finished 3rd and 4th. You know, I mean, hats off to those guys. They're stepping into a seat where the program was hot. A lot of wins, contending for championships. Some big shoes to fill, if you will, on that Xfinity side of the program over there. And, you know, they finally put an entire race together and finished 3rd and 4th. So hats off to them.
Chad, my brother from another mother. I'm making a note. Ancestry 23. I'm gonna see if I can find the Justice bloodline. Love it.
I like it. Well, I'm gonna take the other homer approach with Dell Jr. looking over my shoulder back here.
We see him.
Yeah. Little Gator does it again.
Good move.
The defending champion extends his points lead halfway through the season and ties the 21 for the most wins on the season.
Yes, and I tipped the cap to him before I went full homer. Good work.
Oh, you did. You did.
Yep,
you
yep.
did.
All right. Give me your wreckers, Chris Justice.
I'm gonna say my records will be the 54 with the late crash, or you know, late in the race, which kind of bunches them back up there.
Taylor Gray.
Taylor Gray, yeah, he had the issue there, smoking
100%.
everywhere, right? Which changed the dynamic of that race.
Yeah,
just because
happened so many times. Yep.
Yeah, and he's had some races here in the in coming up, or that we've had. Sorry, that in prior races where he had some late race issues, which has taken him out.
Yeah.
Great days until the end of the race, and then some part failure takes him out at the end.
Ricky?
Do either of you know in stage 1 why Sieg ran out of gas?
No.
Well, wasn't enough in it, I guess.
That's an excellent answer. It's an excellent answer. I like it. And you know why there's not enough in it?
His card got declined?
Do you know why there's not enough in it? When you forget to fill it after practice.
Are you
Come
kidding
on.
me?
So they started the race. They started the race on 3/4 of a tank.
I got nothing more to say.
Holy God.
That
For
might be
those
my first
11
time.
viewers, for those 11 viewers, they now have the keys to the kingdom. And actually, not watching the broadcast, but working the race, it was called out in props, right? And I don't know, and I apologize. I don't know if it was Motor Racing Network or PRN, Performance Racing Network, but they highlighted it. They knew.
So I've
Jeez.
never in my 20 years at the racetrack seen a car fail because they didn't feel it after practice.
That's why they were short on that first run.
It's a first time for everything. Holds
Listen,
true.
there you
Wow.
go.
All
Wow.
right. Mine was the 18 of William Sawalage. He had a great run going
That's
and
true.
spun in stage 3, which has pretty much been the year for William Sawalage.
Yeah.
This team just cannot get it together. He was a monster in ARCA and just is not translating. He's in great equipment in that
And
JGR
was he
stuff.
pole? Was he pole for Nashville? Or am I
Yeah,
confusing it?
no, yeah, he
Yeah. That I
started on the
thought so.
pole,
I
but
thought so. I thought he was pole. Yep.
it looked like he was going to turn things around, and just he cannot get it together. Uh, let's talk what the heckers, Ricky.
I could say I'm homering this a little. Y'all know I seem to be a little bit of a fan of Connor Zilic. What the heck? Finally coming around after running into so much trouble in so many races. He goes back to back second place finishes. Good for Connor Zilic. I still stand by what I say when I watched him run some ARCA races. Got to meet him personally. He's a great person, great guy. Man, is he going to be a star?
I have to second you on that. That was my choice as well. The kid is really putting on the show
Yeah.
on oval tracks, man, and doing his jam and finishing
Yeah.
P2, showing that he's becoming a student of the game.
Yeah. 100%. You know he's got it on the road courses from his road racing background. And as
Correct.
I highlight, he's got a win already there at Coda, I believe. But yeah, I'm with you, Chris.
Yep.
My what the heckers. You kind of touched on this a little bit in our last episode, but a little bit flipped around. This year, Toyota has 2 wins. Ford has 0 wins.
Yep.
Every other win is Chevrolet.
But let's be fair for the people who tune in and actually pay attention to us. How many Toyotas start the race?
You told me this. What?
I did. That's why
Yeah.
I'm challenging you. I want to know if you paid attention to the
Yeah.
teacher.
Was 6? Is that what it is?
It's 5, but sometimes
5.
they run
Yeah.
a 6.
Yeah,
Yes. I know this. How many Fords start the race because they all come out of our shop?
Yeah. 7. Is that what it was?
5.
5. Okay. I knew it was. Yeah. Okay.
So I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But when you stack up how many Chevys are out there and the fact that, I don't know, the Hendrick and all the Ford Junior Motorsports cars happen to be Chevys.
Yeah. And it's pretty much the same 5 guys over and over again.
Well, let me ask you this, and I don't know this. This is just random. Has a Chevy one that is not Junior Motorsports / Hendrick?
Yes. RCR.
Yeah, RCR won.
Oh, that's right, because they're powerful with
But-
Jesse Love and Austin Hill. Okay,
Mhm.
got it.
Awesome.
Yep. That's my what the heckers. All right. Let's talk Cup. Justice, give me your
My checkers right here for Cup will be
Waving the checkers.
the prime video coverage this weekend.
Look at you, Redemption.
You are killing me.
No, it was. They did a great job this week of putting it all together. Yes, sir. Hats off to Prime. They're making it work. We're different than the NFL, but it's tried and true. And they did a good job of the pit road side, the broadcast side. You didn't have the camera woes that they had in the beginning of the first week. So yeah, hats off to Prime.
How about Carl Edwards? I mean, I am loving this guy.
Legend.
He's
Legend
the
guy.
He's so perfect for it.
Yeah, he's a legend.
Yeah.
Like When you look at that panel, can I just go next on my checkers?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Now I'm convinced that we're related. It goes to the Amazon Prime coverage. Come on, y'all. Listen, Daniel Trotta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl Edwards and Corey LaJoy. These are, and I'm going to be polite, these are very camera-friendly people to look at other than myself. Okay? I got nothing. I got maybe nice hair that you give me credit for. But when they sit up there on that stage and give you the facts, and I'm going to give you some more on Prime because I'm fired up about this. How about the burn bar? Did you see the burn bar where they're giving actual in-race fuel mileage of the car?
Yeah.
Super cool. How
Right.
about the lower left corner during pit stops when they immediately give you 2 tires or 4 tires and give you the pit stop time
Right.
as the car is exiting?
Right.
Great job. And then the last thing I'm going to say on the coverage is, guess what? They don't get 2 interviews and go off the air because there's no going off the air. If they want to stay for an hour afterwards,
They stay.
can stay.
And they
100% aligned with Chris. Checkers to Prime.
they drink a beer at the end of the show on the set, toast.
Ryan Blaney getting after it. They did this great in-depth thing with Bubba Wallace. Get after it. Good stuff.
Yeah. Good stuff. Great
My
cover.
my checkers was
Go Prime. Make it 3 in a row. No, I'm just kidding.
it was not. I'm 100% in agreement. Carson Hocevar Inspire showed up, showed speed. I mean, got after it. He raced his way up there.
Finished second, P2.
Yeah, well earned.
Well earned.
Mhm.
So, wreckers. Let's hear it, Ricky.
Listen, my wreckers. What is my wreckers for this one? I'm torn. This might be my what the hecker too. I don't know. But my man Josh Berry. Okay, let's start with Josh Berry.
Okay.
He has the win. He won in Vegas, right?
Yep.
But he's in 20th place. He's the lowest guy in points with the win. So he won the race and he's kind of just sailed off into the sunset, right?
Well, he's also been collected a
He's
lot.
been collected. Like, you're like, come on, can this guy finish the race? So I'm gonna have to go with that right now. With Josh Berry and what they have going on.
His home track too.
Home track.
Ricky.
Easy one for me. The Wreckers is all the fuss that everyone is making over Carson Hocevar getting into Ricky Stenhouse. I got to be honest, this has blown up into an epic proportion. It's all over the radio. Did he rough up Stenhouse, spun him out? Stenhouse finished last. Carson went on to finish second. You got Dickerson from Spire pretty much coming out and saying, hey, if we had it to do over again, he didn't need to be that aggressive that soon. That speaks volumes when the team president, look at Chad shaking his head. I'm not weighing in any one side or the other. I think it's racing, but I'm just telling you, like, my wreckers is the totality of what a big deal we are making out of this, because I'm going to tell you something else. NASCAR fans have a long memory. Ricky Stenhouse has been gone by other nicknames.
Yeah, Recky
Stenhouse.
Recky
And he's been in
Stenhouse.
some other stuff that is of his doing. So I'm just over it. Let's move on.
Will Stenhouse wreck somebody?
Stop. Just stop. Let's move on.
Listen,
Right?
She's Stenhouse, the whole thing.
Yeah. Recky spin out.
What do you got?
All of that.
What do you got, Chad? Where are you wrecking on cut?
My wreckers is the 48 gets loose and smashes Noah Gragson.
Yeah.
Destroys him.
Destroyed
Noah
him.
was,
Yeah, it's tough.
it sucked. I hated it.
You're driving those cars on the edge. It wasn't intentional.
No,
But, man,
Noah had a great day going.
When you're right outside him and you go to chase it, bye.
Yep. What the heckers? Ricky, tell me.
I got to tell you, I think I was synonymous with our last episode. My what the heckers goes to Mother Nature again, and I'm going to tell you why. What time did we start this race?
It was late night race, 6 o'clock.
How many Sunday night races are on the Cup schedule? Sunday night.
I don't know.
One. Yeah.
One. Do you know why it was? Because it has been like surface of the sun hot in Nashville for the previous races. So they try to make a reaction. And what do we have all during the day? Gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful 80-degree weather. It was gorgeous. And we all sat around, didn't race until they dropped a green flag like 6:20. And the majority of us went home on Monday because of it. What the heck, Mother Nature?
Like you had a hard time being on Broadway. I've been on Broadway with you.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
What you got, Chris?
You know, as a track guy, been there since they brought the race back, Mother Nature is a big deal there. I mean, the rain, the heat, the delays, and for Mother Nature to play nice 2 weeks in a row.
Oh my goodness.
Right, you got to give it up. Like you have to.
I like it.
Love it. Bet it don't happen in Michigan, but anyway, love it.
Yeah. Forget about it.
We ain't getting 3 in a row, but go ahead. We'll give Mother Nature her what the heckers for 2 in a row. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to look at it. And we always watching weather, right? Like, is it going to hit us? Is it going to miss us? What we have, 30% turns into 80% when the green flag drops. Like we're always worried about Mother Nature.
Agreed. What do you got, Chad? Finish this up.
My what the heckers was Joey Logano's gas man. The can fall. He falls down, and the tire changer grabs him at the last second, saving the penalty. Keeps him from leaving the box. I mean, genius move on the tire changer's part. Keeps him from getting the penalty. What the heck?
That just goes to show how dialed in those guys are together.
Oh yeah,
like, cohesiveness and knowing the rules and knowing what they have to do. Like that guy just reacted. He didn't think about that. He reacted. He knows that the can cannot leave or touch the white line, leaving the box.
That's a great what the heckers. He stopped not only the human being, but he also stopped, to Chris's point, he stopped the gas can too.
Yep.
Yeah, so, absolutely.
That was my what the heckers.
That was a good one, Chad, right there. That was a hell of a good one.
I like it.
All right, good episode. You guys head to are you both going to Michigan?
I'll be in Michigan. No Xfinity running. So quiet weekend, pretty much. We run the Cup race, and we'll see you for some action on the backside of this.
Yeah, I like it. I'm headed to the great state of Alabama for the week.
Of course you are.
Taking the whole family down.
Alabama, going back.
Yeah, it'll be fun. All right, guys, I appreciate you. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in.
All right, thank you.
We'll talk to you next week.
All right.
Take care, fellas.
All right, see you guys.
So I went wide open, hoping for a little taste.